So we have to stop demonizing people and realize the biggest terror threat in this country is white men, and we have to start doing something about them. There is no travel ban on them. There is no white guy ban. So what do we do about that?
All white people are guilty.
All white people are racist.
The oppressor class.
White supremacists.
The settler colonizers.
All white people benefit from racism with white privilege.
White privilege.
White trash.
White fragility.
White guilt.
White supremacist.
Cracker.
White supremacist subculture. Redneck.
You have come into this world as a racist, sexist, homophobic, religious bigot.
I ain't never had no handout. Only path I had was a bad route. $1 million of them dollars never panned out. No father in the house, so I had to be the man now. They asked me, am I privileged one bit? My color never given me 1 cent. So ain't a bit of guilt that I came with. Proud white American, so you can eat a fat dick. Mama, why they calling us white trash? They wanna get mad when we fight back. With every vein blown from that white smack and everything wrong, man, it's hard to find the right track. But that's where America is at, pumping pills and an H like a white man's crack. Plus it's filled up with hate for the white man's back. Gonna take a whole lot to escape that trap. Especially when we're coming from a long line of poor folk. Never had much and we never had no hope. Public defenders if we ever have to go to court. That's why we don't surrender when we're running from the po-po. So is it white privilege or a privilege of the rich folk? Mandatory sentence for a smidgen of that real coke. In my neighborhood we were all kids with little hope. Black and white both out there trying to pitch a little dope. Bothered by the cops always thinking that we're crime done. Like the barbershop always end up with a lineup. America's lower class, you can always find us at the court throwing cash every time they find us. Every time they push a race war to divide up. Every single color in this country to ignite us. Why they tax more and more till our time's up. Then they let us die poor to remind us. I ain't never had no handout. Only path I had was a bad route. $1 million of them dollars never panned out. No father in the house, so I had to be the man now. They asked me, am I privileged one bit? My color never given me 1 cent. So ain't a bit of guilt that I came with. Proud white American, so you can eat a fat dick. Just cooking meth in the back of an RV. Jill's on the pills and she used to be a Barbie. Heart rates on that H and it's racing like a Harley. Government's pumping more drugs to the zombies. With the same blueprint they used on the black folk. With the same amusement they got from the crack coke. When they tried to push a generation off into extermination just because their pigmentation often was a root of hatred. Now they got a newer hatred, aim it at the white folk. 24/7 with the shaming of the white folk. Need someone to blame shit, blame it on the white folk. No good scapegoat, damned old white folk. Then blah blah, talk about supremacy. To find an easy target, they gon' start it with a generally. A plan that will eventually erase up all the history and even your existence if you don't show resistance. So stand up, represent everything that bees us. Head up, arrogant European king bloods. Fed up, never quit even though it seemed tough. Look around this bitch, everybody wanna be us. Call us white trash and they rip the jeans like us. White boy waist, trying to get a lean like us. Even buying hair, trying to get a queen like us. Trying to build their own, but it never gleams like us. I ain't never had no handout. Only path I had was a bad route. $1 million of them dollars never panned out. No father in the house, so I had to be the man now. They asked me, am I privileged one bit? My color never given me 1 cent. So ain't a bit of guilt that I came with. Proud white American, so you can eat a fat dick. New word that they use is racist. The stereotype every white without basis. Until we go hype like fights out in Vegas. Boy, it's on sight if you think you can erase us. Even if you're thinking for a second of replacement. You gon' see the demons in the wreckage of a nation. You gon' see the bleeding and the breakage of your faces. What the fuck you thought, whites went on vacation? Nah, we just sitting back watching all the bullshit. Just thinking how far you wanna push this. Till the day we snap popping off the full clip. I ain't no preacher bitch, I ain't in the pulpit. Just street reporting cause you know the news fake. But just keep recording cause you know them dudes ain't. On the day that we show up with a pale face and had these motherfuckers running for their safe space. Y'all wanna riot? Let's riot then! Where's your little punk ass protest now? Fuckers still talking? You still fucking breathing?